Let me show you how to fireproof your relationship and protect your emotional intimacy, even if your career is demanding. Stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Tamara Ridge, a marriage and family therapist with almost 30 years of experience. I help busy professionals balance demanding careers with fulfilling personal lives. On this channel, you'll find efficient, evidence-based tips to fix those emotional disconnects and strengthen your relationship. Today, we're tackling 5 reasons your career might be hurting your relationship and how to fix them to keep your emotional bond strong. To do that, you need to fireproof your emotional intimacy, the extent to which you feel safe and secure with your partner, feeling close, familiar, and connected so you can share your thoughts and feelings openly, honestly, and vulnerably. Let's get into it. Work stress and burnout is a big problem when it comes to keeping that connected feeling with your partner.
Obviously.
Long hours leave you feeling exhausted, making it really hard for you to connect. And pressure at work can make you feel like your emotional tank is empty, making trying to maintain a deep connection with your partner feel impossible. And on top of that, the out of balance work-life situation can really encourage you to neglect your romantic life because work demands take so much priority over connecting. But here's what we know. Our nervous system is wired to get the most soothing, comfort, and problem solving from connection with our partner. So when work stress is getting really bad, the true answer is connect with your partner, not disconnect. So what can you do about it? Schedule quality time, just 20 minutes per day, where you're talking with your partner. No work talk, just connecting. Remember, this is not a time for you to be complaining to your partner or complaining about your partner, trying to solve the problems in your relationship. You're just trying to connect and feel that sense of closeness. You want to create and nurture a sense of safety. Now, I get it. Sometimes you may not know what to say. Like, how do we connect when we're having trouble connecting already? So I've done some research for you. There are some really great apps, and I've put them in the description below with their strengths and weaknesses for each one, so that you can choose an app, so that when it's time to connect, you can pull out some questions on your phone and talk about the things that you're seeing in the app. You just want to start talking to each other on a consistent basis. The next thing you can do is start to manage your stress together. Now, I know that's a really vague statement.
You've got to manage your stress.
Nobody tells you what that means or what that looks like. That's why I have a free training. It's an in-depth video to help you understand exactly what stress management looks like. We break it down into steps. We make it easy for you to understand, and best, I give you a strategy for quantifying your stress levels in a way that makes it easy to talk to your partner about it. I want to encourage you to look in the description below for that as well. I want you to use my stress management system to calm your stress with your partner so that you're learning to regulate together. Next, lack of communication. Another obvious, I know.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Your busy schedule limits the amount of time that you have together. When you pair that with emotional fatigue, now you have set yourself up for misinterpretation of your partner's words or lack of them and actions.
It's you, not me.
And when that happens, that's when we start to see our attachment strategies show up. And usually attachment strategies, the way they are, unedited, unadulterated, do not help make more connection in relationship.
I give up makeup for him. I give up showering for him.
See, attachment strategy really does influence how we see ourselves, how we see our partner, and how we see the relationship. And when those assumptions start getting made, if we didn't get our needs perfectly met when we were a kid, thus we don't have the expectation that we'll get our needs met as an adult, those old tapes connected to the way we attached or what our expectations are for how we can get our needs met, those show up on scene, especially if we're stressed and tired. If our attachment strategies fall more in the line of anxious attachment, then seeing our partner do something or not do something that we would expect in the relationship or that we hope would meet our needs, we actually start to say, wait a minute, this is evidence, this little thing is evidence that my partner doesn't care. It's a misassumption, but the more we sit on that, the more our brain will blow it up and the more we'll be tempted to build walls instead of make bridges with our partner. So what can you do about this?
You don't just shrug your shoulders and call it quits.
Frequent, short connections
will help you feel closer to your partner more effectively than relying on your attachment strategies or just hoping for the best.
So I want you to start building some short, frequent things into your day with your partner. This one is just a 5-minute check-in that happens every day. I know I just said 20 minutes, now I'm saying 5 minutes.
You got it all figured out, man.
Choose which one works for you. But in the 5-minute check-in, here's how it goes. The first minute, each partner gets 30 seconds to vent about the day without any interruption. In minute number 2, you each find something to appreciate about the other. Minute number 3 is a 60-second hug or kiss or other physical connection that feels safe and feels good. Minute 4, do something fun with each other. So share a meme, tell a joke, have a dance party. And then minute 5, briefly discuss something that you're looking forward to doing together in the future. That way, you have this very short connection that's happening every day, even for 5 minutes, that's teaching your brain, oh, this person is trustworthy. This person cares about my needs and I care about their needs. And we are actually connected, even if life is busy and stressful. Another quick strategy is to practice active listening. And this is a practice you can do. I call them minimal encouragers. So when your partner is talking about something, you say things like, oh yeah, tell me more. And then I'm listening. So when you say those things, it encourages your partner. Play a little game. See how long you can keep them going, giving them minimal encouragers. It's really fun.
Is it fun?
And it's quite amazing to see how well that works. And you're not really doing anything but listening. This one I'm giving you an extra tip on because when we're leading with our attachment strategy and we're starting to feel a lack of connection, that can make us feel very scared. It's dangerous when we don't feel connected according to our attachment brain. So to help us feel connected and to help us recognize what's real in the moment instead of getting caught up in what could be happening, do something that I call perception checking. And it sounds a little bit like this. When you left this morning without kissing me goodbye, I thought you were mad at me. Did I get that right, or is there something else going on? When you check your perception in that way, it gives your partner the opportunity to say, oh, I'm not mad at you. I was just so overwhelmed with the thought about what I'm gonna say to my boss once I get to work because of this project that I'm struggling with. You see, so then you don't personalize the things that are happening between you and your partner. It can help you calm your nervous system. It can also help you understand where your partner is so that you feel more connected even when you're feeling a little disconnected. The next one is emotional baggage. Can bring unrelated past events forward for you in a way that undermines the closeness that you feel now. So this is when past relationship hurts can hurt your trust and your sense of connection. So you get triggered and that past pain can start making you feel defensive in this moment. And when that happens, you start feeling afraid that you're going to get hurt again and start protecting yourself from vulnerability. It's the natural response. But it's not the most connecting strategy.
What am I supposed to do?
You heal your past wounds. One of the ways to do that is get a piece of paper, fold it in half. On one side, write down all of the conditions that were true in the previous situation that's making you feel afraid right now. And then on the opposite side, write down all of the characteristics of your relationship with your partner that are different from that thing happening in the past. The act of just writing those two things down is powerful enough to help you stay present in the moment and maybe even give you the courage to do what I'm going to ask you to do next, which is share with your partner.
Anything but that.
I know that's a big risk, But what you want to do is you want to kind of gamify this idea. I'm afraid right now that my partner is mad at me. I'm afraid that my partner doesn't want to be with me. And because I have that fear, and I think that that fear is based on something old, not based on who my partner is today, I'm gonna test that fear, see if my brain isn't playing tricks on me.
I see you.
So test it, challenge the fear, see what your partner says. It also gives your partner an opportunity to understand what happens when you get scared. Because when you get scared, whatever your scared behavior is, your partner is very likely to be confused by that. If you tell them what makes you afraid and how you behave when you're afraid, that gives your partner insight into you and gives them an ability to offer you soothing and support when you need it, instead of having your partner feeling disconnected and confused when you get scared. Different attachment strategies can also create disconnection in your relationship. And that's because it's very unlikely that both of you view yourself, your partner, and the relationship as a whole in the same way. It's true that your attachment experiences while you were growing up and in previous relationships had to have been different from each other. And those differences are the things that drive different interpretations of each other's behaviors and different kinds of attempts to get back to closeness. So I've heard of things where people try to get close by giving their partner a to-do list, crying, calling each other names, or making accusations. Those are attempts to get close without allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to say, when this happens, I get really scared, or I'm feeling really scared that I'm losing you. So to pull you back in and make sure you're still committed and present in this relationship, I'm giving you a long to-do list. And if you do the to-do list, I will think that you are connected and committed. Problem is, your partner gets the to-do list, and what often happens in those situations is that your partner will shut down because in the past, your partner has been overwhelmed by to-do lists. If we want to understand each other well, we have to understand and really be clear about what our thoughts and feelings are when we're trying to connect. So instead of giving a to-do list, instead of complaining that your partner is taking too much time away from home, stop, pay attention to what the feelings you're having are and communicate those, as well as what your need is. You can learn about attachment strategies and understand the differences between you and your partner so you can navigate those differences. I have a free Achieve Emotional Fulfillment, a busy professional guide to healthy relationships to give you to help you understand how to do this. And that link is in the description of this video too. Finally, neglecting self-care will leave you feeling depleted, because when we don't take care of ourselves, we get further exhausted, and when we get further exhausted, we may end up feeling resentful of our partner. And when we feel exhausted and resentful of our partner, we tend to be emotionally more unstable.
I'm gonna lose it.
Instead of being our best self. So self-care, which ties into the stress management that I've already talked to you about, is an important piece of making sure that you can be your best self so that you can stay connected with your partner. How do you do that? Find activities that recharge you, that you and your partner can do together, and encourage mutual self-care. I think that's an unusual thing in a relationship. What have you done to take care of yourself today? Ask each other, give each other permission for check-ins. How have you taken care of yourself today? Remember what I said about being wired for connection? This step kills two birds with one stone. You're reaching out to your partner for a sense of comfort, you're managing stress together, and you're improving your connection. Wait, that's three birds, one stone. Remember, the way you try to connect with your partner is based on attachment strategies. They make a good point of reference, and they're useful for helping you understand how to navigate your differences. Come back this Thursday for Thrive Thursday, where I'll share a quick tip for calming down so you can have better conversations with your partner. Thanks for watching.